And good evening to everybody. Welcome to the zoo. Oh, Robbie, you look so cute. But you look so sad.
Red Panda.
There he is.
Hello.
Hello. So, welcome everybody to this very 9th episode of Waterdeep Mallrats Blackstar Lane, or season 2 of Waterdeep Mallrats. Welcome again on this dark and wet Monday evening as we go through the wonderful lives of these 18-year-olds who are struggling to survive on the streets of Waterdeep Blackstar Lane. Now, today is a very, very special day. Because it is a day in which my favourite man in the world has a birthday, and my favourite woman in the world's birthday is tomorrow. So this makes a very important day. So I want to wish Mr. Rob Thompson you happy
Favourite man in the world.
Favourite man in the world. Yep. Unless when it's Dan's birthday, Dan becomes favourite man in the world. That's what happened.
You didn't say that a couple of weeks ago when it was. I'm just going to point that.
Sure did. Yeah, I did.
Let's see what the edit says, shall we, in the highlights?
Yeah, all right. I probably didn't say it, but I love you.
Stop bickering, guys. It's my birthday.
Yay!
It's birthday today.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on your 6th birthday. I'm really glad. But how old are you today, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 6.5, and I'm drinking the no-no juice.
So I really hope 29. Great. I hope you've had 29 drinks already today.
I'm working towards it.
Yeah, you're working towards it. Well, I hope you had a wonderful day though, doing nothing and everything.
I did a lot of nothing. I did a lot of everything. I got some gifts. Can I show you my gifts?
Yeah.
I got some, and because I'm now a nerd, I was always a nerd, but because now I'm a D&D nerd,
yeah,
I got me some dice.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Sexy dice.
Fancy dice. Where will the dice go, might you ask? If they've been bad boys and bad girls, they go in the dice dungeon. Dice dungeon. With the bad dice, bad boys and girls.
You got to show us a dice now.
How do you get over your problems when dice have been bad boys and bad girls? You drink whiskey.
Oh man, you have to show us a dice now, see what one looks like, and then you have to roll something for us. That's just the rules.
Okay. All right. How will my 29th year be? That's what we're gonna roll.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh.
So we're gonna flip it. We're gonna go AD&D style. So 1 is good, because if you get 1 now, it means you've had your bad luck, and 20 is bad.
Okay. Let me show you. This is the dice. Ooh. Shiny.
Ooh.
We're not sponsored by Dice Dungeon, but Dice Dungeon, if you'd like to sponsor us, please do. Okay. Right, so what are we doing? Are we doing golf rules? Is it the lowest is the best?
Lowest is the best.
That's an 8 again. I
Oh.
rolled the stream started and it was an 8 then as well. I wonder if these are weighted dice now that I've rolled an 8 twice. Roll the third time. 20. Hey!
Hey, you got yourself a nat 20. Let's just have a drink to that.
Oh yeah.
Mm. I do really enjoy the sound.
Have it almost cracking the glass table that I'm on.
Well, I'm really glad you have a good day. Tomorrow is Mama Thorpe's birthday tomorrow.
Almost. Oh.
Mama
Yeah.
Thorpe.
Exactly. So happy birthday, Mama Thorpe. Send you all my love in the entire world because you're my mommy and I love you.
And there's another reason to love Mama Thorpe this week in particular, isn't there, Joe? Not just because it's her birthday.
Because she's an amazing woman and she's the greatest thing ever in the entire planet.
And also, something else.
Oh yeah.
That she
I've
might
got
have.
you.
Oh yes.
Hair.
So good.
I have lost my cosmic antenna. I no longer have the man bun. It keeps me in contact, man, with the cosmos itself. And now I am blind and enjoying the life with a quiff. So yeah, big love to Mama Thorpe. If you are here, I know that Mama Thorpe's already on the chat. So if you want to say happy birthday to Mama Thorpe, do bung it on the chat and say happy birthday to her, because she's wonderful and I love her so much.
I feel like I'm just the warm-up act for Mama Thorpe's birthday. I'll get the crowd warmed up for you, Mama Thorpe.
Yep,
We've had a fair few happy birthdays for you, Rob. We've had happy birthday from Heavens Bevans, from Mr. Liam Fleming, Mr. Joseph Cullen, from Mama Thorpe herself. Lots of people jumping on to say happy birthday for you and then disappearing for some very familiar work to most of us. All about happen on a Zoom.
Yeah.
Mm. Well, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for sending love.
Yep. And what is that? What's that you do on Zoom? What else do they do on Zoom?
So the three of us actually are all taking part in some Zoom quests and games and things. It's kind of like a little bit of an intro to DMing, which is lots of fun. The games are called Questiny, they're called Bant's Quest, and then there is also another one called the Big Quiz of Utter Nonsense. And also, Mr. Rob Thompson has developed one by him very self, I believe, or at least
Myself and Joseph Cullen, who stopped by to say happy birthday. White Rabbit's Hole. Yes, we're aware of the innuendo. Doesn't matter. Book it. It'll be fun.
So maybe we can kind of get one of those his links sort of popped up. But yeah, if you do fancy something really, really fun from your own home, do have a look at all of those things. And I think there'll be a lot of fun to kind of do. But we're going to go and see. We're going to go away from Rob Thompson now. I know, mate. I know. It's okay. It's going to be about other people for a little bit. All right. I know. Okay. And we're going to Gabby.
Like
Gabby,
Hi.
how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. I'm so much better than last week. I was really poorly last week. I think I got cold and like my mum will, honestly, every time my mum rings me, she says, are you warm enough? And I'm always like, yeah, man, I'm 30. I know how to put a coat on. Turns out I didn't. And I went out one day for a meeting, face-to-face meeting, came back with an illness, like not the illness, an illness, not the one.
Not one.
So yeah, I'm much better this week. Thank you.
Good.
Yeah.
What have you been up to other than planning a day of wonderful nothingness for Mr. Thompson?
Yeah. What have I been up to? Oh well, I don't even know if I'm it doesn't matter. But the play that I wrote during lockdown has been given a slot at a theatre in February. So I've spent the last couple of days trying to find £12,000 to pay everybody. So I've been writing lots of applications the last couple of days to make sure that the team can get paid and stuff. So.
Wicked. Well, absolute congratulations on that one, then.
Yeah, massive congratulations.
Yeah,
Finger
man.
snaps for you.
And then
If anybody knows anybody rich, send them over.
Yeah.
If they want to invest in some new writing, just
send
bring them down.
over.
Kind of
Well,
spare
well
12
done, mate.
grand.
Yeah, just was it's pocket change to somebody, isn't it?
Oh,
So,
literally, yeah.
for us, it's like desperate, but
Listen, earning that in a year would be like, maybe not 12, maybe a bit more, but still, like, oh my gosh, like,
Mhm.
but yeah, some people just have it or give it to people. That's who I need to find.
Well, please do keep us updated with all the updates on that, because we would love to come and see the stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Whoop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Proper theatre and a proper play in a proper theatre.
I know, right? It's like what dreams are made of.
Oh.
But no, massive celebrations and congratulations to you, babes.
Thank you.
And we'll pop over and see Mr. Pups. How you doing, Dan?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you, Joe?
Yeah, I'm all right. See, guys, Dan is the only one who ever asked me how I'm doing.
It's my birthday. I don't care.
On that, I did a little bit of last minute research, Rob, to see who you share your birthday with.
Oh yeah.
Aware of any?
Britney Spears. Is it Britney Spears?
I'm gonna say Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck. It's close, but it's not there. You do share your birthday with a quite frankly ridiculous number of footballers, which I'm not going to mention because
Wouldn't know them. Wouldn't know them.
But you do. You not quite Britney Spears, but you do share your birthday with Vanessa Hudgens from High School Musical.
High School Musical. Great fun fact about me. When I was in school, I was in the High School Musical play, and I played Troy Bolton. Next, what's next? Go next.
Okay. And Miranda Hart, writer, actress, comedian.
I hate her, but next.
Felix the Cat, the
Felix the
original.
Cat.
Yeah.
That's the best one yet.
That is the
DJ.
best one. Yeah.
And the last one, I know, this was at the very top of the list because we did this in date order. Nostradamus.
Well, I knew I was wise, but I didn't know why.
There you go.
Sacred day.
You share a birthday with someone who's literally right, like once in 40 million potential predictions. You've smashed it, mate.
That's all I hope for.
So you have to give us a prediction now.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go.
Nostradamus and pliers. Come on.
I predict. Oh yeah, it's coming to me now. It's coming to me. Yeah, the spirits are wafting like a fart down a corridor. I predict that cheese prices will increase soon.
Oh, thank you very much. I mean, that's. I think you might be right on that one.
I think you've gone for a safe bet there, but we can't say that you're wrong.
No, can't say you're wrong because you're not.
You need to build these predictions because if you go something left field, then you need to start off with small predictions.
We're going to get Rob's weekly predictions going forward.
I think you should
Goddamn
definitely
right.
have that.
Yeah, but there will be only cheese predictions, and the title of it will be called Great Britain, but spelled Grate.
Yes.
I feel a show coming on.
It can replace Too Hot to Handle, or what would I do? Dress to Impress. That's gonna be my predictions. Cheese-based predictions.
It's just like cheese-based predictions. Okay, so cheese prices are going to go up. You didn't give us a date. So pretty open-ended.
That's cheese, isn't it? It lasts for ages.
What do you want from predictions, guys? Have you ever gone to see the prediction and gone, yeah, that is extremely specific, and that's exactly what I wanted? Like 6:32 p.m. This thing will happen.
I would like that to happen.
Fine. Okay. At 4:15 on Saturday, the 23rd of March, 2021, cheese prices.
Right. 23rd of March.
23rd of March,
which is a Tuesday.
Cheese day.
Tuesday.
You beat me to it. I was going to say that.
Right, cheese prices.
Cheese prices will skyrocket.
There you go, guys. Start your stockpiling.
Yeah.
There you go.
Don't do that. No, Dan, don't do that. That's like the worst thing that we could do right now.
You're right. That's the only reason people are going to do it.
Yeah, very true. All right. Well, we've done a good amount of waffling today. That's good. I like waffle. I mean, you like waffle and I like waffle. So this is a good thing.
Waffle.
Yep. But we should really kind of crack on with stuff, really, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
Exactly. Oh, just remind me, while we're here, I've got to do a bit of that admin stuff, haven't I? So if you do like what we do here and you want to support us, do more of what we do here, if you're on Twitch, there is a big subscribe button at the bottom. Just hit subscribe and support us. what we're trying to do is a couple of little things. So if you do support us, we'll be able to get some new equipment for the guys and try and get some microphones in for some peeps. We also want to try and get an artist to come do some original artwork for us. And we also want to get a music license so that we can actually start playing music legally, which would be really, really lovely. So if you do want to support us, hit on Twitch. There is a subscribe button. Just hit that there. And if you want to, you could use your Gaming Prime account, I believe it's now called, on Twitch, to connect it to your Amazon Prime if you've got Amazon Prime. And Jeff will give us money, which is always nice, really, isn't it?
Cheers, Jeff.
Cheers, Jeff. I don't ever want to thank Jeff for anything. Jeff's a dick. But if you want Jeff to give us money,
We got 12 grand lying around, Joe.
Oh,
yeah.
that's true.
Cheers,
and
Jeff.
12 grand, 12 grand, 12 grand, 12 grand, 12 grand, 12 grand. Like, literally, this is Jeff's 12 grand. Like, just constant. Like, he makes 12 grand every second. Might even do.
We could all get 12 grand. How do we get in touch with him? Do we
That's okay.
private message you on Amazon or something?
I think
Well,
so,
if
yeah.
we-
It's the very end of a long line of customer service calls.
I mean,
Naturally, Jim.
if you just keep saying it, I'm sure your phone will then manage to get you connected to him, and it'll just be like, what? I mean, I read it on the internet, so it's got to be true.
I'm sure someone in the chat knows someone who knows someone who knows someone who knows Jeff.
Yeah, so if you know Jeff, do say hi for us. And,
Immediately as I said that, something appeared in the chat, and I was like, no fucking way.
Mark Shefford knows Jeff.
It was
Yeah.
Mark Shefford. It
That's
was
it.
Mark Shefford saying happy
That's a
birthday.
prediction.
Yeah.
Listen,
Amazon pliers.
Tunk is magical. Tunk is magic, guys.
He's dead.
Man, I do.
Oh my God, Gabby.
It's like, he's gone. Get over it.
Happy birthday.
Sorry, Mark, you probably signed on for about 15 seconds. So if that was an enormous, massive spoiler that you've been trying to avoid by just popping in to say hello and then catching up. Sorry, bye.
Spoiler. Oh yeah, we need to keep saying spoiler alert before we do anything. Alrighty. So before we start, is there anybody on the chat that's joined us, just so we can say hello to people, and then we'll get on and start.
Beyond the people that I said, we had Stuart.
Yeah, Stuart.
Stuart, who was I think it was a compliment on the dice, saying shiny click clacks.
Shiny click clacks.
Ooh.
Shiny click
Clickety
clacks.
clack, clickety clack, cherry candy of plastic. Oh, the best things in the world. Oh, more dice, please. Sorry, that was. I don't know what happened there.
It's okay. Go and cuddle your big box. It'll be all right. And then Mr. Jefford coming in. Oh, and also we can talk about that later on. We'll talk about later on, I think.
Mysterious, Dan. I like it.
It's more of an
Mysterious
admin
Dan.
thing that you probably don't. Do you want to do more admin now, or do you want to D&D now?
Oh, we could do a bit of admin. Might as well. We're only 19 minutes in. We're every waffle.
Oh, that's
20
god,
minutes.
yeah. We can talk for another 20. So Karen wants to know whether there will be a Mallrats on Monday the 28th.
Oh, thank you very much. So next week, the 21st. That is next week, isn't it?
Mhm.
I've lost all my sense of time and space. At the moment.
December, innit?
Yeah, December the 21st. That will be our last one for the year. So the 28th there won't be one. But we will see if we can do a rerun of some stuff. I might just put Twitch on, just leave it running for the whole of season 2. Just do a rerun day. But we won't be here for the 28th, just until the new year, and then we'll come back on the new year, which I think is the first week of January. We'll be back. As long as it's not New Year's Eve, because I'll be way too hungover and probably still cunted. So
No, we've got ages.
got
New
ages.
New Year's Day's a Friday. You got a whole long weekend to
Yeah.
get
Right.
recover and then get re-fucked up.
Perfect. Also, this Thursday, if you want to come and have a watch, I'm having a chat with a wonderful Joel Samuels on the Saboteurs, who, of course, does a podcast that I think, Rob, you have you been on this? I can't remember if you've been on
Don't
this.
start, Joe.
No,
don't.
no, not yet. No.
Don't start, mate. It's my birthday. Not today.
Scheduling issues, man. They're a
Mhm.
bastard.
Not today.
Exactly. But we're going to have a chat about evil characters, and about a character that Dan and Rob love very, very much, very close to your hearts. We're going to have a chat about Polly the Kenku, and also we're going to have a little chat about kind of everything really to do with character, which I think
Joel's
will
a
be really
genius of character creation. You should check that out.
Yeah. So if you want to see that on Thursday at 7 o'clock, with the subtitles. Great. Sold stuff. Great. So let's crack on. Oh, if you do the subscription, by the way, we've got a limited edition Tunk the Club badge that will go on the chat. So jump on there, get you subscribed. So let's begin. I know, right? I didn't realize this until I saw it and then did it. So now we've got a little Tunk badge if you want it. If you stay with us for longer, you get more gifts.
I'd like gifts.
You got loads of gifts.
I want
All right. So should we play some D&D?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's play some D&D. All right. So
Yeah.
I'm going to break my own rule and play some music. Yeah. The burning red sky. Flows of lava. Pours around rocks. Floating on a river of blood. Are the knives, swords, and axes of the fallen. The smoke rises from the mountains. We go over to see a great battle. A hole in space, pouring out disgusting demons from the abyss. On the other, a regimented line of devils. As they run towards each other, the camera follows them, coming over to a boulder. Behind, we see someone begin to run, their shoulders hulked, with a club. As he runs forward towards the line of demons, he swings and smashes into the face of one, turns and crashes into the face of another. And as he brings down that great club, he looks up and we see that orange moustache, the beard, smudges of black soot and blood. He looks directly up and in towards us. With a breath, Pups wakes up. The sweat is pouring down his face. Still about 3 a.m. as he hears Oshi just turn over in her bed, sleeping. She begins to snore again. You kind of look over towards a bowl of water that you've always got next to a broken mirror in the corner of the room.
And Pup sort of slowly and quietly gets out of bed. Legs are a bit shaky, like sort of has a moment where the weight almost goes too much, and he has to sort of maintain his balance. Takes his way over to the water and puts his hand in and just splashes his face, tries to cool himself down, sort of round the neck. Is there a reflective surface in front?
Yeah, so you can see that. Sort of the moonlight kind of comes through and bounces off of the water bucket like perfectly to kind of create that shimmering mirror on the surface.
Just sort of stares at himself for a bit. Tries to like take deep breaths and calm his breathing.
And suddenly the room kind of feels stifling, tight, like it's just too small or too constricting for you.
Not 100% sure that he's not still dreaming. Sort of checks around the room. Just has a look behind him.
As you kind of turn around, you see the same face of Tunk with the beard and the black and the blood. And he looks at you and he says, "Pups." And you wake up again. And you're in the midnight of the darkness again. And you hear Oshi turning over in her sleep. And she's snoring away. As you kind of wake up again, the sweat is pouring across your face. And you see the bowl at the end of the water.
This time goes to the bowl of water and just like takes 3 or 4 like scoops into his mouth and like tries to swallow some down like more frantically, just like all in the ears and around the neck, and just tries to cool down, calm down, and then sort of looks again round to where Tunk was a second time.
You see right through to the window. You see the fog is sort of curling around as it usually does at 3 in the morning.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a step outside, get some cold air on my face.
So you kind of come down. Excuse me. You kind of come down the back stairs, out to the back, out into that back courtyard. And the city at this time, and it's a lot silent. It's quiet. Pubs kicked out a good couple of hours ago. Like those who need to be home are already home, and those with no home have already passed out. As you kind of come out into that kind of crazy courtyard area, you take a deep breath.
Sort of take a slow walk round, just like the very just the sort of short perimeter around near the house, see if there's checking to see if there's anyone around, but also sort of reminiscing about the festival for Arfa and how things have so quickly spun out of control from then. You know, Baggy going away, Tunk passing, and just the endless oppression that's come with it.
You kind of like your walk kind of takes you round that alleyway, that small alleyway that's next to the, I think it's number 7 and number 9. As you kind of come through out into the kind of the main street itself, and you kind of look up down the street, this tense and divided street. And I think you see Moloch kind of asleep on the curb. He's using the back of the curb to rest his head. And he's like, his arms stretched out with a bottle of rum, and he's completely passed out to the world. But you remember how Tunk used to kind of regard Moloch and kind of how much he used to support him.
Yeah. Sort of just going, getting like any kind of company that there possibly can be, even just a passed out drunk citizen of Blackstar Lane, who just plops down on the curb next to him and just sort of sits for a minute, takes out a little brush and just starts cleaning a cobblestone for a bit. But it's not peaceful like when Pups met the monk. It's almost frantic. It's almost obsessive on this one thing, just really trying to be in control of something, even if it's just a single cobblestone being watched over by a passed out drunk.
And I think you kind of sit there for about 20 minutes or so, looking at the same part, and there seems to be like a spot that you just can't get out. No matter how much you scrub, the spot just stays where it is. And you become more and more frustrated that you can't clean this piece. Do you do a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Yes, I can. Here we go. First roll of the day. That is an 18.
Great. You kind of see that it is stubborn as hell, and you kind of come to realization that this is a stain. This is a mark. This is a piece of history or a memory of this street somehow. It sort of now has ingrained itself on the skin of this road.
Mm.
To begin with, it could have been anything. It could have been a drop of beer, but now it's sort of turned into a pot mark in the history of this street.
Yeah.
And I think you kind of you get annoyed that you can't actually completely clean it a little bit, but it doesn't drive you insane yet.
Yeah, oh god, the cobblestone fights back. So Pup stops for a minute and observes it. Yeah, feels like, you can't solve every tiny little piece of the puzzle, certainly not in one go. Leans over to what's the name of this guy? Moloch.
Yeah.
Leans over and just sort of edges the rum bottle out of his hands, takes a swig, and then before placing it back, just like pops a gold piece underneath and puts it back in his hand.
And then you just hear this, you're taking my rum.
I have more than paid for your rum, don't you worry.
Why? We didn't make a deal or anything.
Sometimes a need will outweigh a deal. I'm sure you understand.
Sometimes a need creates a deal. Like, his eyes kind of open and they're jet black. Like, I don't know, selling some souls or something. And you're stuck in a hole under a school, wanting your friends to be safe.
Pops gets up and backs away.
Don't worry, we're friends, aren't we? Seen each other before, Mr. Pups. It kind of like shuffles up and sort of unnaturally curls and sort of sits down on the curb.
It was you.
Me?
Yeah, it was you on the rooftop.
On the rooftop?
Yeah, who killed that witness.
Yeah, you are so entertaining to watch. So entertaining. Almost as entertaining as your friend. He's doing well, by the way. Enjoying himself, I'm sure. He's been honest and true as a servant of mine.
I said I'd get you the souls, and I will.
Yeah.
I just wasn't expecting Tunk.
Tunk to what?
To pass quite so soon.
I know, it was... in that beautiful moment when all your plans come together, that was gorgeous for me. He was so surprised when he stood in front of me. So surprised. That little smile on his face. You know the one. Yes. Although I have never heard his giggle, funnily enough. Maybe I should make him laugh. Do you think I should make him laugh?
No.
Oh, maybe I'll make him laugh then.
Pups just runs at this figure and just flings the little brush square at the head.
Goes through. It reforms. Oh, you are an entertaining one. I am. Don't get me wrong. I think you've gone through a lot, but you owe me a couple of souls yet. Maybe more.
Maybe more.
Well, let's say you don't get the Cassalanters. That's at least you. That's at least Baggy. Or at least Oshi. Oh, there's a little Puggle as well, wasn't there?
Puggle was out of the deal.
Okay, I'm just checking that you've got the details.
Do you get off on this?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah.
Do you get off on manipulating children?
No,
I didn't even
just
know
manipulating
if
people.
you were real. I didn't even know if you were real. I thought that was a dream.
Well, you know,
I was
shouldn't make
just a
deal with
kid.
strangers, really, should you?
What chance did I have? Surrounded by God knows what, in a dungeon. I didn't know. I've never had anyone. Never. I've had to look out for me. And then there you are. You just come on in and try and convince me that I'm special. Do you know what? I'm not special. I'm not anything. But you know what? You don't scare me anymore.
It's funny, Tunk said the same thing. Would you like to hold his hand again? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to
Yeah.
tell him why he is where he is. I'd
I'm
love
sure
to
you
watch that.
enjoy that.
Oh, I would love
And you're sick.
it.
You're disgusting.
Look, I didn't make the deal, you did.
I made the deal to keep my family safe. I didn't sign up for torture.
I'm not torturing you. Am I? Oh, I'm sorry, you're hurt. Gotta learn that one. You better be quick about it, because I'd hate to see Baggy down here.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, somebody dies, come to me.
Why Baggy? Why is she in danger?
Oh, Roshi. Oh, come on, lighten up. You're
What do you
alive.
want? Don't you have something better to do
Oh,
than to harass an 18-year-old?
there is 1,000 of me, all harassing different people right now. You know what I want? I want souls. You made a contract.
You will get
Interesting song.
From up the road, a familiar figure starts walking down.
without giving any regard to this figure, Pups hides.
You kind of okay. Do you want to do a stealth check? Are you hiding from Arbor?
Yeah.
Okay.
7.
Okay, let's do a perception from Arbor. I may say with disadvantage because I'm guessing you're drunk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5. Double 5, baby.
So you kind of move into the darkness and you're right against a wall. As you see kind of Arbor kind of go past the alleyway.
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay.
See where he goes.
He walks and stops outside the Watchers, hands in his pockets. And he looks up at the Watchers, and then he looks over his shoulder to the other side, to the Price is Right, or the Price is Right. He kind of grumbles to himself. Things aren't what they seem. The cat's out of the bag. Oh, what have you got yourself into, Alba? You bloody fool. And he kind of stumbles and he falls onto the floor and the whiskey spills. And he grabs the bottle and he picks himself up. And he looks out into the night to see if anyone sees him.
There's a goblin stood in the middle of the street.
Are you going to kick my head in again, are you, Watchers?
Absolutely elite until the last. Again. Arbor.
He squints through a drunken haze. Oh! It's you! All right, Paps.
It's dangerous on these streets at night.
You don't have to fucking tell me, son.
So you
I
can see
got my
that,
head kicked in right over there.
and you see that big black eye of his. Sort of, even in the moonlight, you can see this huge black eye.
Who did that?
Oh, if I could see, if I knew who it was, then they'd be strung up for it. I know it was a lot of people and I couldn't get Sanguine to help me in time, so here I am. What are you doing out so late at night?
Just taking the air in. It's nice to be able to walk the streets and be safe at times, you know? Not be seen, not be threatened.
A wise man only told me a few moments ago that the streets aren't safe, so...
Not if you're blind, drunk, and alone, they're not.
Oh, I suppose you're right.
What were you singing about?
Oh, it got me in trouble, that song. Got me right in trouble, that song.
Why?
And he kind of stumbles over and he puts his arm drunkenly around his shoulder. There was a murder on Blackstar Lane. Did you know it?
Pups punches him in the bollocks.
Oh, okay. Could you do a attack roll then for me, please?
Yeah. 4.
As Arbor sort of like, as you go to punch, somehow his drunkenness has that kind of sharpness that also kicks in. Some people have it, I don't. But essentially, as that punch comes in, he kind of grabs hold of your hand and pushes it away, turning you around and pushing you off at 10 foot.
I might be drunk, Pups, but don't try and take advantage of that situation, because I've got a fucking knife on me, mate. But I'm not going to use it because me and you are friends. Remember?
Yeah. I remember. What would your boss think of us talking, though, Arba?
I'm just gathering information, right? If anyone asks, you fucking tell them that I was asking you about, oh God, the Watchers.
Yeah. Well, I think the I don't like you, Arba.
I don't. Go on, sorry.
But I don't like the Watchers either. And I want them gone. As I'm sure you probably do as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. And he kind of like the joy that was once there and that kind of drunken fun stupor. He's more sobered now. I'm gonna need your help for that.
How?
I think we need to stir things up a bit. I'm gonna need you to tell me everything that you can get your grubby little hands on. Any information about the Watchers, you need to bring to me. And I will take care of Ma and Billy. And he winks.
Oh. So you want the big seat, do you, Arba?
I want to make the blades what Arfa spent so long building.
Mm.
How soon empires can crumble as soon as new management comes into place. It's terrible what's happened recently, I'm sure you'll agree.
Yeah. Well, I might be able to help you out with that as well.
And maybe one day we'll grow to be friends, eh?
Don't push it.
All right, pups. Well, I'll be in touch.
Just I don't know, just drop something in the pawn shop or something if you need to talk to us.
I will. Oh, and if you're going to talk to yourself at night around here, do it a little quieter. People are trying to sleep. And he starts to stumble off.
He sort of disappears into that fog. And the swells come through. And it's just, you just can't help yourself, can you? More
What?
deals with more devils.
Well, I figure after you, everything else has got to be easier, right?
Oh, yeah. Do you know, I mean, you don't really know who I am, do you?
No.
No. Do you know how many levels of hell are there?
Why don't you tell me?
I'm not going to.
Okay. Pups walks away.
And then turns up next to you. 9. Need to know how I got the domain of all of our. And yeah, all of them. I made a deal to control, to keep safe all of the material planes from the attacks and the destructions of the chaos of the abyss. The gods agreed. An eternal battle between law and chaos. And I collect souls for that particular battle.
Sounds very noble.
It is. Because if I fail, all of this stuff, all of the people that you love, even that little blade in your pocket, all of it disappears. To a world of absolute darkness and chaos. People like you help on that little battle. People like Tunk, they definitely help.
And
Does Oshi know yet? Kind of like checks his nails.
you already know the answer to that question.
Yeah, I do, yeah. See? When are you going to tell her, eh? When are you going to break her heart?
You don't know, Oshi.
Been watching her for long enough. Do you blame yourself?
For what?
Tunk.
I am devastated that Tunk resides with you, and I would do anything to reverse that. But do I
Anything?
blame myself? Do I blame that I was manipulated as an 8-year-old child by a likely 1,000-year-old being who likes to big up their own CV? No. No, I don't.
I love your language sometimes. You know, it's almost as if it tries to give you power. But I know what's really going on inside. You're still that same 8-year-old, really, aren't you? Still scared. Still worried. You said you'd do anything. What do you do?
I'm not walking this path with you again.
Sure. You can hold their hand again if you want. Just once.
Just once.
Once
You're
more.
offering me once.
Just once more.
Do you know what? I love Tunk. And I hate what's happened to him. But I would rather never see him again than give you a moment of that pleasure.
Should have seen his face when I told him, though. Told him why. Yeah. Now one of his biggest battle cries is fuck pups. Do you know that?
What do you want?
Nothing.
Social
checking up. Just checking up on my deal. I take care for my clients, you know.
Mm. It's only been 10 years. That must be pocket change to someone like you.
Yeah. It's like turning a page in a book.
Must be something really important about this deal.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about it?
Enlighten me.
Nah, I'll tell you to you later. Maybe another time. Anyway. Got to go. Got to twist king's brains and manipulate 8-year-olds. Ta-da. Disappears. And as he kind of disappears, you can kind of see that you've been walking, but not really knowing where you've been walking. And you kind of turned up. Let's have a look, see where you are. You have turned up. Sorry, guys, just get my map up. I have to say, Dad, you held your own there. Okay, so you've been walking and you've kind of turned up at a market, which is on. You've walked quite a way actually. Watch Run Alley, which is the other side of kind of Gut Alley. So you've kind of walked for a good 3 or 4 blocks, and you see that there's a market being kind of set up. So there's all these stalls start to come through. The light is beginning to sort of crown over the top of the small stubby buildings. And you see that there's all these different stalls being kind of set up. And I guess you give me a perception check actually. Let's have a look at that.
Okay. 7. Oh, not been doing well after that wisdom save.
You see one stall in particular where there's somebody really short is sort of like sorting out. They seem to have like a big hood on them, and you see as they outstretch, placing like the bits and stuff on the stall, their arms are green. As they start putting things up.
I head over there. Is that my monk friend?
And you hear them humming. Could you do a history check for me, please?
16.
And what you hear, just going to put a little track on. Where is it? I had it right in front of me. That was disappeared. Sorry. That's really dark. You hear like and you know it as like an old like goblin lullaby, more than a song that your mum used to sing. And you see this, but you hear this person sort of humming it.
I'll go in the direction of that stall and start humming it in time with them.
And sort of like as they're humming, they can kind of put this kind of object down slowly. If you're real, clap twice.
And Pups claps twice.
He did that last time as well. And you weren't real then.
Who?
See, my brother comes and he says he's real and he claps. But he's not real. He's never him. So it's somebody else. So you better be real. You better be real.
Puggle.
And he stops. You've never said my name before.
Puggle.
And he turns around, and as he turns around, you see those big blue eyes of his, and they're glazed over. As he turns and he sees, he's like, "You're just shimmering like you're in water, but I'm fairly sure that's you."
Pups just runs and throws himself around Puggle.
And he's sort of like holding me, so he like pinches you. You're definitely real.
I'm real, Puggle.
And then
I'm real.
his arms kind of come round and he sort of holds on. And it's sort of like what we see is sort of like this dark mist of the sunlight sort of kicking through over the sky. And the mist kind of rolling in. As the camera kind of swirls around the two of you. And we're going to take a small little break there. Just because I need to dry my eyes.
Oh.
So we're going to take a small little bit of time just to kind of get a drink and wash our eyes out a little bit. And we'll come back to see how this goes. All right.
Holy shit.
Just... All right. See you guys in about 10 minutes time.
Bye.